I want to talk about the video to this next song at number 30 on my fantasy playlist. It's quite an interesting video. I saw this video for the first time, just a few minutes ago on YouTube. Ladyhawke with My Delirium was not a hit here in the States, but it was a hit in England. Ladyhawke was pretty popular in Britain in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Her real name, Pip Brown from New Zealand. Called herself Ladyhawke from a movie that came out in the 80s called Ladyhawke, which starred Michelle Pfeiffer. She was a big fan of that movie, so Pip Brown became Ladyhawke and My Delirium. The video was directed by a couple of London animators, and there was an artist. Ladyhawke knew an artist. She was good friends with an artist who flew all the way from Australia from Sydney and spent a month working on this video. She illustrated the video. She painted the video. All the watercolors, the amazing watercolors that you see when she's driving down the highway, when Ladyhawke is driving down the highway, and the washed out psychedelic colors near the end of the video where Ladyhawke, she's driving right into outer space, all developed by this artist friend of hers, and the live shots, live action shots from the London animators just made this a killer video. Here's the theme of this video. Ladyhawke, she's hauled into this motel room, this iconic American motel room in the middle of the Arizona desert, basically in the middle of nowhere. There are two paintings above the bed. Ladyhawke gets into a delirium, which is the theme of the record. She goes she gets a little funny. She gets a little hazy. Her thinking gets a little hazy. Starts hallucinating. The paintings come to life. She becomes part of the paintings, and she's flying down the Arizona highway, the desert highway, with the sun blazing down, and in a classic American muscle car. You remember those American muscle cars, I'm sure, from back in the day, late 60s, early 70s, man. They made some powerful engines. And she flies down this highway. It speeds down the highway, and she winds up in outer space. But here's the deal. The motel room was not real. It was a studio concoction. Enormous attention paid to detail on this motel room, down to the drawers, the lamp posts, the lighting fixtures, the bed, the paintings, everything. Just so much attention lavished on detail. Just made the motel room look authentic. If you watched the video, you'd think, "Gosh, this looks like a real American motel room," and it wasn't. The live action scenes, Ladyhawke, boy, she was a trooper through this video. She started the live action scenes, it was a long day, started at, I think it was 7 in the morning, I wrote it down, maybe it was 8 in the morning. Started at 8 in the morning, and she worked on it from 9 until 10 o'clock at night. Over 12 hours, 13, 14 hours she spent working on this video. The live action shots of her driving down the highway, which might have been in America, I don't know. I take it that the studio version of the motel room was built in England, but her in the motel room and her driving down the highway all shot in one day. Of course, the animators and the artists from Australia, they did their thing. Came up with this killer video. Killer record too, with that strident techno beat. Just a fast record. I like it fast. Delirium, My Delirium, Ladyhawke at number 30, up from 34 on my fantasy playlist of January 3rd, 2009.